So you got rid of your cable and your satellite, but you want to watch the Olympics. What are you going to do? Welcome to 10 Minute Tech Tips, an HCTC podcast of topics that I think you might like. I'm your host, Kerry Sutton, and I'm part of the Community Relations and Marketing team here at HCTC. I welcome your comments, so feel free to reach out to me at podcast@hctc.net or just give me a call at 830-367-5333. Well, today I want to talk to you about the Olympics. I love the Olympics. The opening ceremony is by far one of the most fantastic ceremonies that I have ever seen, and they seem to get better every year, even though they get different. And of course, winter sports is a completely different animal altogether. But I love the production to see how countries can celebrate their culture, their teams, the history of the Olympics, and so on. It's just a fantastic time. Well, this year may be different. They're, of course, for starters, they're 2020 Olympics, and it's 2021, which I'm really having a hard time with. But with COVID and the whole world kind of being shut down a year ago, I guess that makes sense. The problem now is people are saying, how do I watch the Olympics? We've got rid of our regular TV, and we don't know what to do. Well, never fear, because there are solutions that are out there. I'll talk about a couple of them today. This, of course, is not an exhaustive list. It seems like there's a new streaming TV device that pops up, every month. So there's an endless supply of them, so don't worry about that. But Roku, it's R-O-K-U, Roku. I think it's actually the 9th letter in the Japanese alphabet. Somebody can correct me on that, but I think that's where the name came from. They have on their main page when it starts up, they have a 2020 Olympic tab that you can click on, and it has all things related to the Olympics. Now, it won't have the live streaming sports like you would watch if you went to. I believe it's being publicized on NBC Sports. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think they have the rights to the games. But they will have clips of the highlight reel, if you will, which is probably what most of us will watch anyway, because if we're working, we don't have hours and hours and hours to watch the Olympics. You can click on that, and then it has some of the behind-the-scenes stories, which I love to hear about. Some athlete who is really down on his luck, or his mom and dad are working for pennies a day, and they always have these huge dramatic stories. And then, of course, their son or daughter goes to win the gold medal for the country. And then it's just this great big celebration. And I just love hearing about those fantastic stories. Well, Roku has a place that has some of those stories listed. Now, there's a catch here. It's not really a catch, but don't be surprised when you click on it. It will say you need the Peacock app. And the Peacock is NBC Universal's version of their streaming TV product. We all know that the Peacock is the icon for the NBC channel. So it just makes sense that their streaming TV channel would be called the Peacock. So when you click on it, it will ask you, do you want to download the Peacock app on your Roku device? I did this last night, so this is how this works. And I just said yes. And it asks for an email and a password. And you're thinking, great, one more email. You know what? I may be wrong. Maybe it didn't ask for a password. I don't remember if it did or not. It did not ask for a credit card. So I signed up for their free service. I was real surprised. I thought, okay, this is going to be free. Now I have to put in a credit card and blah, blah, blah. This is just one more streaming service that I have, and I think the bill is already close to $200 a month because it seems like I have every streaming service there is available. I can watch one show in 10 different places if I had to. But no, it was free. And I started looking around. I went to the Peacock.tv website, and it says they have 3 services. They have the free one, and then I think they have a $9.99 one, and then they have a $9.99 one. And the difference is, for the most part, how many sports you can get, and then let's see, live sports. Some of the TV shows will be live. Some of them will be available the very next day. Um, it looks like the $9.99 you can watch some ad-free content. Now, if anybody's ever curious about that, most TV shows, most 30-minute sitcoms are recorded to fit into a 22-minute TV window. And then you have 8 minutes of commercials to fill up a 30-minute time slot. So if you're paying for the extra service and you're like, I don't want to pay an extra $5, let me tell you, that extra $5 will save you 8 minutes of show. And if you like to watch a lot of shows, that adds up. So go back and calculate what your time is worth to you, and you may actually go and say it's worth it to me to bump up all of my streaming services for the ad-free version. Anyway, I know that's how they make their money. I know that's how people learn about products, movies, cars, whatever it may be. And sometimes I do feel like I miss out because I don't watch commercials and I don't know what movies are playing or what new, I don't know, new foods, new cars, whatever, things that you normally put into a commercial. I don't see that because I pay for the ad-free version. So, there's good and bad with everything. So, just keep that in mind. So anyway, I signed up for the free Peacock, and then it went back into the app, and then it allowed me to watch some of these shows. So, not everything is. Not everything has a hidden agenda. Maybe I should say that, or has a hidden gotcha. Like, so the Peacock network, they have a free version and free, completely free. There's not a free for 3 hours and then it's $10. There's just, I'm on their site right now. There's nothing. It says free. It says absolutely no cost. Thousands of hours of movies and TV channels only available on the Peacock network. Daily news, sports, pop culture, kids shows and TVs, and then Telemundo, the Spanish language series shows. That's free. I don't. There's a little bit of sports. I don't see live sports or anything like that. You'd have to pay to get that. So anyway, that's something to check out. Now, I was also looking around. Peacock is available. Looks like they're also available on the Samsung TVs, which I have one of those as well too, and I have not tried it. And a Vizio TV. So I don't think we have a Vizio around here in the office to try, but a lot of people have those. Those are both excellent manufacturers of TV sets, and so check out the app to see, can you get the Olympic app on those sets as well too. That may be fun. Peacock, I guess, would be available for everybody, but the app that has all the cool interface with all the stories and the medal counts and all that stuff, that's only going to be available on limited devices. So anyway, this is not a plug for Peacock. This is not an affiliate link, or I just learned that this week that people supposed to tell you if this is an affiliate link. This is not. We don't make any money from Peacock or Roku or Samsung. This is just something that you may want to enjoy if you like the Olympics like I do, and you don't have time to watch all the shows, but you want to watch the highlight reels, and you have a Roku box, go check it out. Go see what the app looks like. Send me an email, podcast@actc.net, and say, hey, this was great. Or, no, Carrie, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm open to either of those opinions. You are also welcome to give me a call, 830-367-5333. Or if you're outside the area, you want to call toll free, that number is 800-292-5457. So anyway, I'm your host, Carrie Sutton. I hope you like the Olympics. I hope you're able to watch them. I hope they actually happen. At the time of this recording, the local news says that athletes are getting sick. I don't know what that's going to mean. Maybe a week from now, I'll listen to this podcast and say, okay, that was silly because the Olympics never happened. I don't know. I sure hope that's not the case. I wish the best for the athletes of all nations. I wish the best in sportsmanship. I certainly wish the best health for them as well, and I admire all of their training, because I am certainly not willing to train that hard for a sporting event like they are, and I admire them for doing that. So, anyway, thanks again for listening. This podcast should not be copied, distributed, published, or reproduced, either in whole or in part, without the express written consent of HCTC. Any inquiries related to the podcast should be directed to the Manager of Community Relations at podcast@hctc.net. Thank you.